No, 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 no.
Ladies and
gentlemen,
please introduce the one, the only Yorkshire Indian back on FoodTokTV.
Hello,
How are you? It's me,
the Yorkshire Indian,
back in action. These aren't stains. These are the tears
of
VDC from Mama and Custard Queen. Look, very nice. Anyway, I'm back. So today, for everybody, say welcome. Mute your phone. I've muted my phone. I think I have.
Let me make sure I have muted my phone 1 second. I haven't. There's an echo. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Didn't realize I did that. It's a new phone. But thank you. I appreciate it. There must have been an echo. Is there any no echo now? Thank you very much. So we are back. Welcome to USA. And this is the Yorkshire Indian here. Are you new? It's a long story. I'm new and old, old and new, and maybe reborn. Say reborn. I used to do FoodTokTV many, many, many moons ago, but I am back in action. And today we're making a recipe that I've just actually written out. I've made it a million times, but I'm trying to make it a little bit easier. So it's a Lamb Keema rara. What's keema? What you guys called ground mince. We call it mince. Keema, which is the Indian word for it. So we're going to have some mince. I've got some lamb mince, and I've got some diced lamb. Now, this dish usually you make with on the bone and off the bone lamb or mutton, and it's so kind of like slow cooked that the meat just falls away, and basically you can't tell if it's keema or mince or not. So this is what I'm doing with this one. I'm going to mix them both together step by step. We've got 2 marinades to do. Very, very short one. I'm going to marinate the lamb and then marinate the mince. They're both lamb actually. One's mince, one's diced lamb. And then we'll start cooking. Obviously, this is FoodTokTV. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing the live. And just thank you for being here. And obviously, I am the Yorkshire Indian. Obviously, my channel is there. You can see because I am in my own box. I am in my own box. Sounds very weird. Anyway, right, let's get going. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. And is any familiar faces there? Probably because it's been a long time. White Rose Rangan is here. Crown Royal is here. A few others are here that I've seen. Melissa Murd might be here. Let's get cracking. So like I said, I've written it down. I've printed it out because I'm very, very lazy. I don't do my recipes. So obviously Kaz always tells me off. So I thought I'd start on a good, make a fresh start. And I printed this out and obviously written it out and sent it to Kaz. So this will be available on the FoodTokTV website. Just have to remind me that take a photograph. So I've got another camera. So I've got this camera, that camera, and I have another camera to take some photographs because I'm very lazy. I've maybe forgetful or lazy. I don't know. You decide. Right. We need this in a bit. First marinade. Let's have a look. Right. We've got some ginger. What's my ginger? Garlic paste gone. So we got about 300 grams of diced lamb, fresh lamb there. In there, we're going to go with a little bit of salt. It's going to be such an easy marinade. Little bit of salt. Don't be shy with the salt. You got to be bold with salt. With Indian food, we need the flavors. Get nice bit of salt. We've got some degi mirch here. Let me get this so much. We're going to go in with a little bit of turmeric. What is turmeric? Turmeric is haldi. We call it haldi, turmeric powder. So we're going to go with about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of that. And we got some degi mirch. Now, you Americans might like this because you like South American food, etc. Degi mirch is a chili powder, but it's a lot more delicate. It's not as harsh as like a Kashmiri or a really hot chili powder. And it's blended together, mixed with dried capsicum and dried chilies. So you get this kind of smoky texture, smoky flavor, and a nice red color, natural red color as well. So we're going to go in with a teaspoon of that. And then we need some ginger garlic paste. Obviously, I'm Yorkshire Indian. I'm also on YouTube. Everybody knows YouTube. Goddamn, he's on YouTube. Hey, Tony's Closet, how you doing? What is happening? So all the recipes usually are on my YouTube channel as well, at Yorkshire Indian. Anybody who doesn't know, Yorkshire is the largest county in the UK. As you can tell, I was born and bred here. This is my, obviously, the strong Yorkshire accent. Hopefully you can understand what the fuck is going on. So in with 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. That's it really. And then I need some oil. So I'm going to put some little bit of oil, this is a rapeseed oil, about 2 teaspoons. That should do. I get my glove so nobody calls me dirty. But give this a nice mix. And this really just needs to be sat there for about 10 minutes while I do all the other bits and pieces. But I give this a nice mix. It already looks like a lovely marinade, ready, maybe ready for a barbecue, maybe ready for the grill, maybe ready for a skillet. It will be nice. Melissa Murd in the house. Kadab! Melissa, how's going in? How's it going? What is happening? What did he say? Commercial break?
We're just about to take 1 commercial break. We do apologise for the inconvenience. Subtitles not available, I'm afraid. We do apologise for that in advance.
Who the fuck was that? Anyway, you don't need subtitles. You understand me. If you don't understand me, you'll get to understand me. Don't worry. It will work out. Right. That's that. That's done. Then now the mince. This is the mince keema, minced lamb. So I put that there on the side. Very, very, very similar. But what I need now, I need to take this bloody glove off again. Let me just wash this glove so I can use the same one. Waste not, fucking want not. I'm Indian and I am Yorkshire, so we're very tight. You know, you got to save things. You can't just throw things in the bin. We're not as rich as you Americans. Bloody hell. So, the lamb one, basically, I need some chilies. So I'm going to put some, I've got 3 green chilies. All the recipes there. Are we making samosas? No, we're not making samosas. We're making actually a curry. An authentic curry. Rara, but I've kind of simplified it so you don't have to get lots and lots of whole spices. And what I usually do is I make a masala, which is a masala just means spices, spice rub or a spice mix. So you get about 8 or 9 different whole spices, but I've kind of like calmed it down a little bit so it made it easier for people to get certain spices, certain ingredients, and a little bit easier. It looks a bit complicated with 2 marinades, but it's not really a complicated marinade, to be honest. It's quite straightforward. So all I'm going to do is for the keema, for the mince, when I say keema, I mean ground. You call it ground, don't you? You call it ground. What do you call it? Do you call it ground? You in America? I think you call it ground. Ground and pound or something like that you call it. I don't. We don't here. We call it mince. And in India, we call it keema. Keema. Keema means mixed mince. So in there is the chilies. Like I said, the recipe is there. I'm just going to get some garlic here. So we're just going to get some garlic and just nicely just slice these. I'll just speed things up a little bit. Nice big chunks, but thin as you can. So that's about 3, you can put 3 or 4 cloves of garlic in there. That's in. And then I just need about 1 inch, maybe less, of ginger. And the same thing again, I'm just going to take this skin off, try not to waste any of it by peeling it nice and gently without too much wastage. And we're just going to chop this doesn't have to be too thin. You don't have to put it in a blender. Don't forget, I've already got ginger garlic paste that's going in. This just gives it a nice rustic crunch when you're eating. Really helps. Really helps out. The flavors will just work like magic. But like I said, we're marinating it. But this one's going to be a little bit different. So here we're going to put a little bit ginger garlic again. Just 1 teaspoon. Little bit of salt. And then the secret weapon for this one is yogurt. But obviously I put down whisk. So we need to really, really whisk this down. Thank you very much for sharing the live. Thank you very much for joining. Kaz is sending me roses. Thank you, Kaz. I'm trying to look a little bit sexy today. You know, I started working out again. I'm back in the gym. Well, not that I even left the gym. I just wasn't working hard enough. Lazy bastard. Anyway, thank you very much for the likes. 3.6 thousand likes. Very, very nice. I know it's a little bit different because I'm in the UK and you guys in America, and it's an American channel. Sometimes TikTok don't like it, but we have to keep going. I love curry. I'm going to have it for lunch today. Oh, I'm going to have this for lunch as well. Probably not. I think I'm going to go out later. So this is going to probably eat. We'll probably eat this tomorrow at some point. So the yogurt, I don't want too much. It's about 3 tablespoons of plain yogurt. You got to whisk it, otherwise it will curdle. So just be careful. Where's my glove that I saved for a rainy day? And that rainy day has arrived. So I need the glove. Put the fucking glove on, man. There it is. No wastings. No wastings, the glove. Right. Thank you. Right. So, okay. That's that. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Coriander. So, this is fresh coriander. What do you guys call this in America? Anybody know what this is called in America? In the USA. That's not that. That's me saying that. USA. What do you call it? Cilantro. So, with the cilantro... With this marinade here, I'm going to put some nice stalks in there. Not the leaves, just the stalks. Don't need too much. Just to give that extra crunch. Don't forget the ginger garlic's in there. The stalks are in there. It's going to give it nice little crunch, nice little taste, nice little finish. That's done. Let me get rid of the... Oh, no, I need this closer. So, ground and pound. So, we're going to mix all this in. These are the 2 marinades done. And while we're doing that, I can have a look at some of the, thank you, Kaz, cilantro. Cilantro, I want the cilantro. It's coriander, love. Anyway, you call it what you want. Call it what you want. It doesn't make a difference. We call it dhania. So in India, we say dhania. Coriander, cilantro. Look at this. You could make some burgers out of this. This is quite nice. Very, very nice. So thank you again for joining. This is like my first... How long has it been? Kaz? 2 years? I think it's been about 2 years. I'm on my way. Come on, Tony. We can make some burgers out of this for Tony. So nice mix. When you mix with mince, you squeeze like this. Squeeze it. This has got about 20% fat. It's nice to have a little bit of fat content in mince, otherwise it dries out. You don't want it to dry out. And look at that. That's done. So we're just going to leave that to the side with the meat. So we've got meat done, keema done, everything's done. Let me just give my knife a little wipe. Move this ginger garlic and coriander for later. Give this a wipe down. And we are on. So I wasn't too sure. I think the new TikTok rules... I'm not playing any music today. Usually, I like to play a little bit of music and do a bit of bopping and body popping and stuff like this. Maybe a little rave, get my sunglasses on. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fucking cook. Good morning. Sorry, I don't have any mods on today. It's just me, myself, and I. Let's have a look. Yes, I was hoping we would get to dance. See, no music. See, it's not the same, is it? Not the same. So, the next step is obviously the frying step. So we're going to temper the oil. We've got some whole spices to go in there. Not a lot. I've avoided the black pepper, so I'm going to add some black pepper in between. Let me get the black pepper just in case I forget. Usually, like I said, I make a mixed masala with all these spices, but I'm going to throw a few in. So what we need is 3 medium onions, but I've got this really large, gigantic onion. And I'm going to cut this and we'll get the ball rolling. All it needs is slicing. You can slice it, dice it, as long as it's thin. Slicing is no problem, but this is a big onion, so I'm gonna have to cut it in half and then probably go for some really thin slices. So we'll try that, and don't worry, I'm an expert. I do all my own stunts. I've never ever on live ever had a problem. So as you can see, I'm very good with the well, okay, let's not talk about that too much. Oh, nice and pin, you know, pin. It's opposite to pat. It's pin. We like it pin, man, pin. So we do this. Anybody got any questions? Fire away. You know, I do drink and I know 1 or 2 things. So if you got a question, dive in. No problem. So let's get this oil or this pan on. So we've got a cast iron pan here. Put it on medium heat. We're going to go in with 2. So I've got some ghee. What is ghee? Ghee is clarified butter. What is clarified butter? It's butter basically that we take all the whey, all the animal kind of like milk solids out of there. And what you're left is with this rich, nutty flavored clarified butter, which has a higher smoking point than butter, has more benefits than butter as well. Ghee did have a really bad name in the 90s, but we know what all these scientists, all the evidence has come out, a lot of things that they did rubbish. They were paid to say it. So this is a superfood, ghee. Also Yorkshire Indian YouTube ghee recipe is on there if you want to know how to make ghee. It's a high smoking point, and I've melted this. It melts more or less if it's in a warm room by itself, and then in a cold environment like now, it goes into a solid state. You don't have to put this in the fridge. You can leave it out. As long as it's covered and airtight, you're fine. So with this, I'm going to go in with 2 teaspoons of ghee and 2 teaspoons, well, probably a bit more ghee than that. We like pork and ghee, man. We like the ghee. And then 2 teaspoons of oil. So we're mixing it both together. Get these onions nice and translucent. We're not going to go for caramelized. We're going to go for translucent. God damn, what does translucent mean, man? This guy's a magician, man. God damn, what's he talking about, man? Translucent, you know, like a little bit see-through, you know, translucent. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Melissa Murd, like the live. Thank you, Melissa. Good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Fran. Is it Fran? Fran. Sasha is in the house. My name's Sasha. I try not to put the extraction on because it's a noisy bastard. It's like a commercial extractor. It makes lots of noise. It does my nutting. So what I'm going to do, I've got some whole spices, like I said, not too many. So we're going to go in with some cloves. Everybody knows what a clove is. Probably seen a clove before. There you go. There's a clove. Up tight. So about 4 cloves. We need some black cardamom. Where's the cardamom? So you've got black cardamom here. These are nice, earthy, really, really pungent, really nice flavor, some smoky flavor. So 2 of those, 4 cloves, and then we got some cumin. Not cumin, cumin seeds, which is jeera. 1 teaspoon of cumin, and we're just going to let that snap, crackle, and pop. Once it snaps, crackles, and pops, we will then, we know it's ready, because what we want to do is, we're infusing this oil basically. And this is what gives the Indian food flavor. The whole spices tempers the oil, and the oil then flavors the onions, and this is where you get the base right. This is the time you don't rush. You got to take the time, fry those onions nice and even. Some people put the heat on too high and it burns and you don't have a really good time. So I'm just gonna let that snap, crackle and pop. I'm gonna go in with some ginger garlic. It's gonna get a bit messy now. You can hear me. If this goes off, let me know. So I'm gonna go with some ginger garlic. This will go everywhere. 2 teaspoons ginger garlic. Let's get that fried off. Bit messy. As you can see, spitting and splatting every place and where. Get the onions in. Oh, smells gorgeous. But what a fucking mess. So we're just going to fry these off now till nice and translucent. Hello, almost there. Where you go? Are you here? You're coming. You got on a flight. Are you got a flight? It's about time one of you lovely people came here, man. Nobody comes to UK. God damn, it's too far, man. It's too far, man. It's longer than 4 hours, man. Shut the fuck up. Just come. Get a flight. Come down. I pick you up. We'll take you around. I'll make you some food. Just come and chill. Come and chill. Come and chill. Thank you very much for following. Thank you very much for liking. This is Food Talk TV. Can I say we? We. Indians can't say we. So that's why we say we. Food Talk TV. Anyway. So we'll do some reenactments in a bit. We'll do some comedy sketches in a bit. We'll get it all fucking sorted, don't you worry. This smells absolutely divine. We're just going to wait. This is the part that takes a little bit of time, like 10 minutes. Everything else will be quick. But you got to get the onions right. So, okay, I'm here. Lancashire is the nicest place. This guy knows how to press my buttons. He's talking nonsense. It's like east, west, kind of like, yeah, the west side is the best side kind of thing. We don't really, it's a joke, it's a laugh. It's all banter, we call banter here, banter. Naughty Bass, hello, how are you doing, Naughty Bass? What is happening, Naughty? You bloody naughty. Look at this mess, man. Right, fry. Translucent is what we, oh. That smells absolutely fucking divine. And if we have some time, what I'm going to do is, I recommend you have this with paratha. Paratha is a griddled fried bread, like a chapati, same dough as chapati dough, but then we fry them on a little griddle pan, and very, very nice. You can have this with a naan bread, you can have this with a rice, you can have this with a pocket knife and fork. You can have it with chopsticks. I don't really give a fuck because I'm not going to be there. You're going to be there. Anyway, anybody got any questions? Nobody got any questions? Thank you very much for sharing. Don't forget to hit share this live. Share it with some lovely friend of yours that you may know. Maybe you can do that. Red Rose is the best, right? Oh my God. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Red Rose is the best. Don't be silly. White Rose is the best. Where's White Rose Rogan when you need him? I want naan. She want naan? Oh, I should have made naan. You know, I was going to make naan, but I made chapati dough. Obviously, chapati dough is very, very straightforward. Chapati flour, which is like a medium chapati flour. I don't add any salt, no oil, and all you do is add water bit by bit while you're kneading the dough, and you give it a nice knead, and then you can see it's nice and soft dough, pliable, just perfect, and you leave it to rest for about 20 minutes to an hour. Keep it covered so it doesn't form a skin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some parathe. With that, we say parathe. If you want to be posh, say parathe. But if you're American, you can say paratha. Did he say paratha, man? What's a paratha, guy? Is it like a burrito? No, it's not like a popcorn burrito. But you can make it like a burrito if you want. You can stuff it and fill it. Thank you very much, Cindy. Appreciate it. Somebody loves the Yorkshire accent. Thank you. What's that? Another commercial break? 1 second. We would just like to thank Cindy for liking the Yorkshire accent. We do appreciate it. We appreciate the acknowledgement. And it is the Yorkshire Indian, actually. And there's no subtitles available. I do apologise. Who the fuck was that? Anyway, thank you, Cindy. Cindy, there's another Cindy in the fucking house. Get the Cindy. Cindy's in the house talking about naans and burritos. And her ears were like burning. Her ears were burning. Did somebody say burritos, man? God damn it. I love burritos, man. With some cucumber. I want some burritos, man. Can you see the onions are still not there, but we'll get them there. Don't you worry. And don't forget, I even wrote a recipe this time. How's that? This one. Look at it. The recipe. He needs a recipe. I'm like, fuck the recipe. I don't know time for recipes. Although I do put the recipes, but this one, then I had to really think about this, make it really, really simple. And it is simple. And I have to follow it now, actually. The way I keep looking at it, but I'm like, why do I look at it? I've made it a million times. But I have to look at it because I know what you guys are going to do. You're going to replay this. And you're going to say, God damn, he said saute the ginger garlic for 1 minute, man. He didn't do that on the replay. Don't be calling me out. I don't like that. Switch this shit off. But we'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. We will get there. So right, I'm happy with this onion. Can you see? A little bit translucent. Nice and fried. Nice and soft. Don't forget we're going to go in with the lamb. It's still going to fry off. So I'm going to put this heat up. And there's the lamb that I marinated. I said about 10 minutes, didn't I? Been about 15, I suppose. So in with this lamb. And then we're just going to let this lamb cook off in its own juices. I'm not going to add any water. Just going to turn the heat up for a bit. Then I'm going to turn it down. Put the lid on. Let it cook in its own juices. And basically, this will lift off 5-10 minutes. And then we'll add the tomato. You say tomato. Oh, I said tomato. Oh, send hello. Too many sins. Turn your closet. Yeah, gorgeous. I thought somebody calling me gorgeous. I thought, fucking hell, wipe your screen, man. Wipe your screen, man, calling me gorgeous. Must be the filters. For recipes, bios, and schedules, FoodTokTV. I like that. How do you get that logo like that? That's clever. That's clever. What's the name? Friend Diego. I like that name. Friend Diego. Where'd you live? San Diego. What's your name? Friend Diego. Okay. Okay, friend. I get it. It's good to see so many familiar names. It's good to be back. I'm just going to cover this now for about 5 minutes. I don't think anything will burn. Let me get this so I don't mark up anything else. And I'm just going to let this go. Where's the lid? There's my lid, man. Just let that cook. And I'll keep visiting it every 5-10 minutes. So what is happening? So I am the Yorkshire Indian. Look. FTTV. We can't say V. We. And look. Chef. What does it say? Chef bullshit. Oh, my name. Bobby Sharma. Bobby Sharma. BS. Why would you put BS on my apron? Bastard. Only a complete lunatic would put BS on a chef's apron. But I have to wear it now. It's the only one I got. What you making? I am making rara. It's a rara. Rara is basically, it's not a meat. It's a style. Rara is like when you do ragar. When you really mix it well. Instead of, why am I doing this? Sorry, I'm depicting. Maybe if I did it with a spoon. You mix it really, really well. You do a nice tadka, which is a stir fry. You do a nice bunna, which is like when we fry all the onions and all the tomatoes all together with the meat, and it starts breaking up. But today I'm making with mince. So it's gonna be, you're gonna have the boneless pieces, the big pieces, and you're gonna have the mince pieces as well. So it's gonna be really, really nice. Well, he says, you're not gonna eat it, I'm gonna eat it, but you're only gonna eat it if you follow the recipe. Then you'll be okay. It's got my name all over it. You should be easy enough to find. Let me just give this a stir. Can you see it's cooking in its own juices there? We want this to cook. Obviously, this is boneless, so it's going to take a little bit longer than the mince to cook. The mince will be shorter to cook, less time. So this is why I'm finishing the meat off. 5-10 minutes, give it a 5-10 minute head start, and then we'll add the mince and we'll cook that off. And then once I've done all the magic and bits and pieces, we'll start on the paratha. And we'll try and make a paratha, fry it off, show you how it's done with some lovely ghee. Now, paratha is like a fried bread. We can have it for breakfast. In India, you have it stuffed. They stuff it with aloo, which is potato. They stuff it with paneer, which is a curd cheese. They stuff it with mulli, which is white radish. The long... Why am I doing that again? The long white radish, gobi paratha, which is cauliflower. There's so many variations. I mean, some people put meat in there, excuse me, keema, they put chicken in there, all sorts. But no, my favorites are aloo, which is potato. Favorites are, I like gobi, I like mulli. Mulli and aloo, my favorites. But plain is not stuffed. You have plain, you can have it with eggs. You can have it with fried eggs, you can have it with scrambled eggs, and you can have it on their own with some yogurt and some pickle, which is achar. It's beautiful. You love potatoes? Potatoes! Yeah, Indians do a lot with potatoes, considering we didn't actually, the potato I always thought was native to India, but not. It was brought over by the British explorers, European explorers, and brought over by, was it Francis Drake, I think, the little bastard. He brought the potato over about 550, 600 years ago, and we just made it work, So there's the Irish and the Indians, we love the potato. We just love potato because it's cheap. It grows more or less anywhere in any soil. It's quite nutritious. It's got lots of carbs, keeps you sustained through the day. So it's really, really a good veg. What was that? Please pray for me. I am dialysis and I will need a kidney. Please pray. Okay, Cindy, we pray for you, man. Everybody pray for Cindy. Get well soon. Hopefully you get your kidney. There's no kidneys in this one. It's just lamb diced and mince. So no kidneys in there. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay. So yes. Oh yeah. I'm supposed to be still praying. Sorry. Pray for Cindy. Anyway, thanks for liking. This is FoodTokTV. 16,000 likes. Thank you very much. And thank you for the shares. Lots of people sharing. I am a beautiful person. I love you. I love you too, Cindy. Thank you. Can't see your face, but yes, thank you. So yes, that lamb is done. I'm going to take this off now. We're going to notch up this heat. And then we're going to go in now with my mince, which was marinated. That's got all the ginger, the garlic, the chilies. Everything's in there. I need to get some water ready. Let me just boil this kettle. I need about a cup of water later. You can use stock. I don't know if I left an affidavit where you can use, if you got any meat stock, chicken stock, lamb stock, you can add stock to this rather than just water. I don't have any stock, so I'm just going to use water because I'm fucking tight like that. I didn't have any stock anyway. So this is good. What time is it there now? It must be 9:30, 10:30. What time is it where you are? Anybody want to share? It is 2:34 in the afternoon here. So gym done, breakfast done, shopping done, and I'm here now cooking for Food Talk TV. 8:30, so it's even earlier. 6:34. Blimey, so that's like 6, oh my word, 8 hours difference. I thought it was 5 hours difference. It depends on where you are, isn't it? Let me turn this up, get this keema. So the keema needs to be pound it a little bit, otherwise it will clump. You don't want keema to clump with the mince or the ground beef or the ground lamb. This is lamb actually, but you call it ground, don't you? We call it mince. So just make sure you pound it just like this, so it doesn't clump up. You don't have any lumps of keema. It will eventually break up anyway, but I like to work it. Look at all this mess. Oh. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, October, dragonfly. So thank you very much for the likes, really appreciate it. If you got nothing better to do, see the shiny piece there on my head, you can get your 2 palms and go. I'll leave it there for a couple of seconds so you can tap it. Tap the fucking head button, tappy, come on. Let's get this sorted. Otherwise I won't be called back and you won't see the chapter 2. I'll just have to wait another fucking 2 years before they call me back. See what's going on. Maybe they'll call Custard Queen back. Looking for the vein. Nice, right, okay. So I'm going to cook this off for about 8 minutes. We're not going to cover it. I'm just going to let it cook off. And then I'm going to add my tomato. So you can use fresh tomato puree. You can use tin tomato, but make sure you blend it so there's no bits. This is actually passata. I don't know if you use passata. Bobby, Bobby too. No, what did I say? I didn't say anything. I'm just being, you know. I'll try to be her husband. We're making what? What are we making? Food top what? Hey? Hey. Oh, I'm back. Right, let this cook off. So anybody been to the UK? Anybody here been to the UK ever? Ever? Anybody have family here? Anybody been to India? Who knows? I don't think a lot of you left the state, have you? You've not even left your own state, man. You have a passport? God damn it. White Rose Rangan is in the house. White Rose, you missed it. Somebody said Lancashire is the best place in the world. Terrible, man. Terrible. What's wrong with people, man? I don't understand. The drama. We're not here for drama. So as you noticed, I only put the whole spices in there. The salt, the fresh ginger garlic in the keema. I've not put any like powdered spices, apart from the degi murch and the turmeric, which was in the marinade. I'm going to bind this slowly with some extra additional spices. But after I've added the tomato, I'll put the tomato in. And this is looking already like lush. You can see the diced. You can see the mince, just like the way it's clumped up. Like I said, just give it a little couple of presses like this, so it breaks up. If there's a few clumps, it doesn't make a difference. Because obviously, the way they do keema in India isn't really in a machine. They do it with a knife. You know, you slice and slice and slice and slice and chop and chop and chop until it's completely fine. And that's how they make the mince. And that's probably how we used to make the mince in America and UK as well. But now we use machines. We use blending machines. And it just pushes it all out. A bit like sausages, for example. Sausage meat. Machines taken over, you know. But you can still make mince from, you could get steak and mince it yourself with a knife. It takes a little bit longer. Just got to be careful you don't chop your pork on the fingers off. Oh, no! I don't have that problem. We need smell-o-vision. It does smell good. Let me put this extraction on for a bit because the smell is going everywhere. So I'm going to give 2 more minutes on high. I'm going to add that tomato. I'm going to add some salt, little bit of salt. I put salt in both the marinade, but I haven't put any salt in here. Just put a little bit of salt. That's fine. It's not going to be spicy this, although there's green chilies, that's optional. If you don't want to put green chilies in, you don't have to. But I'm sure a couple of green chilies, not going to kill anyone. You're going to be fine. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. Trust me, good. You know, good. So, yes, I'm back. Yorkshire Indian. We are here. Bollywood Idol in the fucking house. Kidda. It's like a fucking reunion today, man. Everybody is here. Aja Bollywood, come and get some Yorkshire Indian lamb rara. Well, actually, lamb keema rara. So I make it keema and lamb. Well, the keema is lamb and the diced lamb is lamb. So keema, lamb, keema, you know what I mean. So lamb and minced lamb together. But boneless. So we kept it boneless. Not a lot of people like on the bone. I like on the bone. It's more flavorsome. You get more of the marrow. You get more of the stock. You can slow cook it. It works really well. Right, I'm happy with this. I'm going to go in with my tomato. I've got passata here. Put it all in. Just going to give that a mix. Passata is good. You don't have to cook it off as much as if you, for example, you put chopped tomatoes in there. You would have to cook it off for about 3-4 minutes at least to make it alkaline. It's quite acidic. Otherwise, you won't get a good flavor. So as you can see now, the tomatoes in there. Keep this high. Let this cook off. Oh, smell, man. It smells good, the blood. So let that cook. While that's cooking, I'm going to add some spices. So we're going to go in. Oh, there it is. I'm not going to go in with loads and loads of chilies or anything like this. I'm just going to go in with some cumin powder, which is here. Cumin powder, which is jeera. So go in with 1 cumin powder. Then I'm going to go in with 1 coriander powder. Actually, coriander powder, I'm going to put 1 at the end. But I'm going to put 1 now. And I'm going to put 2 garam masala. Because this is in replacement for my mixed masala. Usually, all those whole spices that you saw early on, I would add some extra like nutmeg powder, some cloves, some cardamom, cinnamon, and then I would roast it and I would blend it, and then I would add that masala at this stage. Because I haven't done that, I'm doing it this way. And it just works just as fine. You won't really notice any major difference. And it's a little bit easier for you guys if you can't get hold of certain whole spices, but you can get hold of the powdered spices. It works well for you. So that's done. So all I need to do now, I'm going to put some water. This is the part where you put your stock and stir it in, and I'm going to reduce the heat, let it cook for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to start the prante, and I'll move this over here. So I'll add not even a cup really, probably half a cup. I put a cup on the recipe, but this doesn't need 3/4 is fine. So let this come to heat. It's boiling water anyway. Oh, looking good, blood. Oh, smells good. This is such, it might look a little bit complicated, but it's not that complicated. You're going to enjoy making this. So I'm going to reduce the heat, put the lid on, and just let it simmer. Put that there. Put that there. Switch this off. Switch that shit off. And now, make sure I move this so I don't cut my fucking fingers off. Oh! Let me just get this spray. What's this spray on? Do. Commercial break. Bit of music. Elevator music, please. Thank you. Right, I don't need this. I need this ghee. But this ghee, look, can you see already? I melted this, and already this how cold it is in UK. Look, it's already solidified. So I'm going to melt this again because I need some melted ghee for this paratha. Not too hot, just slightly melted, probably about 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Bear with me, I'm still here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for likes. Thank you very much for sharing. This is Food Talk TV. Right, That should be enough. Oh, yes, please. That would be nice. Very nice. Oh, I didn't put the pepper in, so I'm going to put some pepper. Because obviously for this original recipe goes with about 10 or 12 black peppercorns, which I put in the masala, so it's going to miss the pepper. So I'm just going to add a bit of pepper. Let me just show you what's going on there. It's not cooked yet, but let me just show you quickly what the puck is going on so you can see it for yourselves. How do you do this again? Flip. You see? It's slowly cooking away. Okay, still a bit to go, still a way to go. So I'm just going to keep the lid on, not puck about with it too much. But what I like to do is occasionally, let me just get this on. I knew I'd do that. Occasionally, I'd like to give it a stir, make sure nothing's sticking, etc. Nothing will on this, but just in case. So that's that. Let me get my chamuch. There's my ghee. Let me move this chopping board. Give this a wipe. Boo-doo-doo. Don't need ginger garlic. Don't need this. Right. Let's get cracking with the knacking and the macking and the smacking. Has it gone a bit dark? Or is it just me? Yeah, it's just me. So this is my wife's favourite tool to bash me over the head with if I've been naughty in the kitchen. No, she doesn't. She doesn't use that. She uses a cricket bat. Okay, so this is my chapati flour. Get a griddle out. This is called a tawa. What's a tawa? Tawa is a griddle pan that we make our chapatis on. So we're going to get this on low heat. Just a nice low heat, let that cook. So I'm doing two things at once now. Cricket bat, yes, it's fucking true story. Right, here's my atta. So what you do is get a little bit of flour on your fingers. We're going to make a large paratha here. So I'll just make one just to show you. So you've got the dough, flat hand, round hand, and then we just use your fingers like this. I'm just going to form it into a ball. And there's two ways you can make this paratha. My mum used to roll it out flat and then add the ghee inside and then do a lacha like layers. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a paratha. Basically, the way to make a paratha, we roll it out, put it on the griddle pan, cook both sides, and once it's like cooked on both sides, then we add the ghee and it fries and you get that ghee flavor. Really, really nice. So I'm just going to put some dough on here. That's a nice dough there. So I'm just going to flatten this out. Nice and soft, nice and pliable. Do 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 do. Where's my rolling pin? I need a rolling pin, mate. Have you got a rolling pin? Do 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 do. So don't be shy to push the edges off, and don't forget it doesn't have to be super round. You know, you're not going for you're not going to go try and get a relationship with some kind of doctor, Indian doctor family, and say, oh, I can make round roti. No, don't worry about that. And what we're doing here is a chand. What we call is a chand. Why is my I think you guys can see. Ah, that's better. So that's on medium. So you can see the griddle pan. So we just chand it. Chanding means taking the flour off. So we're just going to put that on there. And this is the same way to make a chapati, but we're going to make a paratha. So I am going to need one of these to lift it off. And I need a plate. Oh my God. I don't listen to my wife. She said, get all the plates out. Get all the plates out because you're always looking for plates and bowls. And if you get them out now, you won't be looking and you won't waste time on FoodTokTV. She fucking clever, man. Anyway, I should listen more, but I don't. Checking my rara. Oh, smells fucking good, man. Right. That's enough. I'm going to take this lid off now. Turn this up a bit. And I'm going to put this extraction on because obviously it's going to start frying. So what you do is let that fry, let the chapati cook off until it's cooked on both sides, and then we'll add the ghee. If you add the ghee too early, you'll have like a bit of raw dough. You don't want raw dough. You want it to be cooked all the way through. Very, very nice. Paratha, nice and soft, fried, griddle fried, lightly fried. When you say fried, we don't put it in deep oil. It's just lightly fried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this spatula here just to press down all the edges. And that's looking good. It's already looking like a chapati, can you see? So I'm just going to make sure it finishes both sides. Thank you very much for the shares. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you. Keep fucking pressing. Press buttons. Right. So there's my ghee. So I'm going to put like a spoon like this. It's easier with melted ghee. You can use butter, but the problem with butter burns. So you need to use ghee with this really. Butter's nice at the end when you finish the cooking process and you want to put a knob of butter on there, then that's fine. But for this, you need ghee. So ghee on both sides. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is my wife doesn't let me have all this. You can't have any. You had some 3 months ago. What do you mean I had some fucking 3 months ago? I had 3 months ago. I want some now. So I'm just pressing it down while it's frying. Oh, this looks fucking lush, bro. Lush. Oh, nice and crispy. We like it crispy paratha. There we go. Just fold that off. There we have a nice fried paratha. Might make another one actually. Anybody want to see me make another one? I make another one because I am hungry. So I'm going to need 2. And we need to show 2 as well. Let me just wipe this. Malanga hai ye ishq re jogi mein aur banta hai ye ishq re. Anybody had one of these before, paratha? I know Indian food is getting quite popular in America now. Is that right? Usually if I were making, I would make all the balls first, leave them there to sit, and then it's easier to kind of like roll them one by one, because then you got more of a production line going on. So who is still on from the beginning? Anybody else still on all the way from the start? Anybody learned anything? Anybody got any questions with anything that they've seen, identified, and thought, oh, I've got a question, man. God damn it, I got a question for this guy, man. Ask away, man, ask away. I'm hungry. Hungry? You're from Hungary or you are hungry? There we go. Paratha number 2. Rara looking good. All I need now is, like I said, at the end, 1 coriander teaspoon. Just turn that up a bit more. Let that cook a bit more. 1 teaspoon of coriander, and then we'll put some fresh coriander on there. We'll serve it up. We'll get the plates. Hello, do you want to say hello? Come on. They can see you shaking your head like this. Everybody can see you. Come and say hello. This is my lovely wife who I don't listen to advice. Here. Say hello. They can hear you.
Hiya.
Say hello to, this is FoodTokTV in America, obviously. It's been a long, long time. You drop in Shivani off?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right. Yeah, I'm still cracking on. It's going to be another, what, 15, 20 minutes? Yeah? So my son is out. So he's gone out for the night with his friends. And my daughter is now going to meet her friend. She's going out as well. They grow old. But you got to let them fly, man. Fly. Let them fly, man. Enjoy. Go on, enjoy. You got enough money, Shivani? Sorted, yeah? Give us some treat before you go. Are you going to eat, aren't you? All right, have a great time. Speak soon. If you need me, give us a shout. It's not far away. I'll come and rescue my daughter and kill anybody who fuck about with you. I won't kill them. I just beat them. I won't kill them. This paratha looking fucking exceptional. Second one is always better. First one is always test pilot. Because obviously you need to get the gradient right, ready for the heat right on the griddle. Sometimes you don't always get it right. It's either too hot or not hot enough, and then you break that first one. But once you get it going, you can moderate the heat. The second one's always amazing. So you can see it's already rising. It's looking kind of good. Blood. What the fuck is this? It's coming off this shit. So I'm just pressing these dough parts. Make sure it's all cooked. Oh, nice, bro. It's a good, bro. How much you charge, bro? £2 each. $3. $3, man. God damn it. I'm not getting anymore, man. Right, I'll switch this off. We're going to plate up and we're going to show you what's going on. But I need, before I plate up, I need to put, let me move this, get my chopping board back. Malanga hai ye ishq re, jogi main aur ganga hai ye ishq re. Oh, sorry about the no music. I didn't really know the rules, what the fuck was going on, etc., etc., etc. As you can see, I like coriander, so I'm going to put lots of coriander on there. Cilantro. I will show you everything, don't worry. Okay, coriander powder. This is at the end now. Nice dollop of coriander powder all the way around. And then some fresh cilantro. And I will switch that off. That's done. It's done, man. It's done, man. He's done it, man. He's done it. So stupid when I seen him. I'm stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Don't call me stupid. I am a bit stupid. I'm trying to do this flip camera. It's not working. Right. Do 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 do. I need photograph. I need to take photograph. So what I'll do is I'll take photograph, and these are my paratha. Let me just try not to drop that on the floor. Won't be good for the photographs. Paratha. Nice bit of paratha there. Nice bit of fried bread. And it's gonna taste epic. Tappy buttons! Tap the fucking screen, man. Why is this not working? This is working. Right. Put this back here like that. I'm back. Right, let me get a good bowl. I need a bowl. Anybody got a bowl? Anybody got a bowl? That will do. And I've still got the set. I'll just use this plate. A nice bowl. Bit more coriander because I like it. I'll mix this in and I'll add some coriander later. Let me move this out of the way. Stir. Oh my God, this looks good. This looks good. And I need a photograph. So I'm going to plate it And then I'm going to take a photograph, and then you can have a look of what the hell is going on. Look at that. Look at that. Diced lamb and minced lamb together to make a Yorkshire Indian lamb keema. Lamb and keema. Oh, rara. The opulence. The absolute opulence of this dish. If I could describe it in one word, I think it's fucking amazing. Right, okay. That's that. So keeping it nice and simple. No salad, no this, no that. Just a nice paratha there. No salad. Another nice paratha there. Turn this way. Nice paratha. 2 paratha breads. Like that. And let me get focused, and I'll just show. Let me get a camera. Do. Otherwise, he'll never forgive me, will he? Never forgive me. What is going here? What's going on here? How do I do this? How do I do this? No. Oh, bastard. I don't even know how to use my own camera. I know there's one. That's not the one. It's there's one button you have to press, not that one. This. Oh, there it is. Photo. Right, okay. That makes sense. Sorry, bear with me. I'll have to crop this out later. Okay, so that's that. Let's get you bastards involved now. Okay. You don't want to see my nostrils. So can I zoom out? And there it is. Yorkshire Indian lamb rara with keema, with mince, and some lovely soft crispy parathe, which is fried parathe. So what you do is you break this with one hand like this. You take this, you go to that, you eye out the piece you like, and I like that piece there. You scoop like this, you make a scoop like a spoon, get some sauce, and then you go like this. Bon appetit. Too much. That was a big piece. Well, look, if you're not used to spice, if you're not used to lots of chilies, this is the dish for you. Very, very authentic, mediumly spiced. Like Indian food isn't really hot. A lot of people think, oh, it's hot, spicy, etc., etc. It's not hot. It's not supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be flavorsome. Now, you can modify by adding extra chilies. Don't add too much chili powder, but fresh chilies you can modify, or you can take them out to make it even milder. But that dish is worthy in any kitchen, any restaurant, and I've given you the recipe for FoodTokTV. So go in there, have a look at the ingredient list. It looks complicated, but there's not that many ingredients. And you can actually, once you've tried it once, you can modify the recipe and make it your own. For example, if you don't want to put diced lamb in there, you just want to make the mince, make just the mince. If you just don't want the mince, don't add the mince. Not a problem. It's your recipe. You own it. You do what you do whatever you like with it. And thank you very much. So that's the rest of it there. Can you see? Sorry, not my nostrils again. That's the rest of it there. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. I'm going to go back. Let me get some more. Let me get some of that mince and that sauce. Oh, so I'm going to devour this. But I can't eat too much because I think my wife has said, oh, we're going for a meal because the kids are out. He's going, we should go out as well. We should go out. Oh, we should go out. I don't want to stay inside. I want to eat this pakanada. I spend lots of money for no reason. Anyway, it's tasty. Really tasty. I'm not just saying it. Get the recipe. Try it out. This is the Yorkshire Indian. That's my channel down there. If you want to give me a cheeky follow. Obviously, Facebook, Yorkshire Indian. Instagram, Yorkshire Indian. YouTube, Yorkshire Indian. Anybody who's not following FoodTokTV, give them a follow. Amazing, amazing bunch of creators, chefs, cooks, smokers, not that kind of smoker, you know, meat smokers, etc., etc. Entertainers, they're all there. We're missing a few. They've gone forever. Some amazing people, never going to be with us, but always in our memories. And that's just one person, actually. The other ones come pop out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bobby out, Yorkshire Indian out. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a message to Kaz or something. Say we don't want this guy back or we want to see this guy back again. That's up to you. I'll leave it in your pocket good hands. Goodbye and have a great rest of the day. I know it's morning for you guys. I'm just going to relax now. I'm going to eat some of that. Try not to eat too much of it, but I'm going to eat as much as I can. Thank you very much. Bye-bye!